meetings with our coworkers or our families or people that we kind of know or don't know, we say, okay, moving forward. And I do not see that. So I'm finding myself blocking these people going, y'all are insane. This is so high school. The man has done this, this, and this. What do you want him to do? Get crucified? Yeah. Do you want to see him on a cross?
Exactly.
I mean, what is it?
And let me
what's
say
the
this.
end goal?
Let me.
There you go, girl. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yep.
April.
Yes. It's still going. I sit there and I go, are you kidding me? And I go, block. And y'all can record me if you want. I say, block. We are adults here. The man has said he's sorry.
Hold on.
You want to crucify him.
Hold on, everyone, please. Everyone, please. Hold on 1 second. Brandy, can I get you to drop down? People in the chat are saying they cannot hear you. So can I get you to drop down, restart your app, come on back in. I'll bring you right back up, I promise.
Can you hear me now? Can they hear me now in the chat? Sometimes if I mute, it'll work.
Let's see here.
I can hear you.
I'm not in the chat, but I can hear you.
Can they hear me in the chat?
Yeah,
no. Okay, I'll drop down.
I hear you, Brandy.
Yeah, they say
they can hear me.
Yes,
okay,
yes, they can hear you now. Okay, cool, perfect, not a problem.
Well, damn. Let me just say it again. The people that didn't hear me in the chat, fuck around and find out. Because I'm a mean fucking bitch when I want to be. And I'm telling you right now, I'm done with the bullshit. I'm tired of people that I know being attacked. I'm tired of these women thinking they're in some kind of fucking girl gang. Give me a break. You know what?
Oh my God, I love you.
Her pussy and her tits to somebody online that she didn't even fucking know. You know, a fucking avatar person on TikTok.
Flawless
victory. All of us were warned about. Let's not forget, like, I was warned about him months before that.
Woman, we all know better than to do that.
That's
I love these women. Oh my God, I love you all.
Can we not shame women, please? Though,
can
I respectfully ask that?
I'm not shaming her, guys. I am not shaming her.
No,
I'm
she's not shaming women. Y'all, she's not.
Hang on one second.
Ladies.
I am not shaming her. I have not said any names. I have not said any names. But grown women should know better than to send pussy pics online to someone they don't know.
Go
and I'm sorry. That's just a fact.
I love Brandy. Brandy, I love you.
That's not okay to me.
But listen, as a woman, yeah, we are women. We are women, right?
It's not shaming. A lot of us. It's not shaming because she did it, and then she tried to blame it on somebody else and make it someone else's fault that she did it. I'm sorry. At some point, you have to take responsibility for what you did.
But it's not just that. It's like, I don't know about y'all, but I came of age in the late 80s, early 90s. Okay. And I have seen, because I am almost 58 years old. Okay. And I have been discriminated against as a woman. I've heard men have come on to me on my job. I've had to quit my job. I have seen, and I'm looking at it from the whole big picture. And I'm like, y'all are fighting with the wrong man. This is ridiculous. It is ridiculous. And I hope I'm being taped while I say this. Okay. The man apologized, which is better than I could do with most of the male colleagues I work with. Okay. Or the male people that I've known since I went to high school with. This man came on. And like I said, it's like I see their videos and I go, you are kidding me. This is all you have to hang on to. We have too much going on in this country with defending rights of people. I'm sorry, Swirvin. I just am so sick of it.
Go ahead.
You know, I am so sick of it because once the apology is made and I still follow Rudy because I'm like, I like what he has to say. I'm not getting involved in that, but they are making themselves look horrible. Like they cannot let it go. This is the only way that they can develop a following is to continue to attack men.
Now, let me say this.
I don't get it.
Hold on, ladies. Hold on, my queens. Hold on 1 second, please. I want to say this, and then I want Taurus and Taurus. Welcome to the live, brother. I appreciate you coming up. What I wanted to say was, whatever it is they're holding on to, I did apologize. I never told anyone. I never told anyone I apologize, so hurry up and get over it. That never came out of my mouth. In fact, I made additional videos stating, hey, look, if you ever had any measure of respect for me, please do not go into other people's lives telling them to hurry up and get over something. That is not right. We don't get to decide. Please don't go into someone else's live or in their DMs telling them he apologized, move on. That's just not right. We don't get to decide. I can apologize for the rain that's coming down right now outside my house. That doesn't mean someone is going to accept my apology. If they don't
but as an adult,
apology, hold on, please.
Go ahead.
Hold on, please. If they don't accept my apology, there's nothing that I can do about that. Absolutely nothing. Right? All I can do is, I apologized. I'm not, and like I said earlier, I did not necessarily move on. I have grown. Okay.
Right. But while you have grown, they have made it an obsession, which is unhealthy. And it's ridiculous. It's become a little cult of personality. And I'm going to tell you what I do. I see it and I go, I cannot believe. And I mean, move on in the sense that the man apologized. Either you follow him, block him, move on from the subject. Okay. Mm-hmm. He did what he could do. So I just block him. I'm like, I'm done with you. If you, I've been banned. I'm all this. No, I mean, that's what these women are saying. And I'm like, well, I'm going to block you now. And that's what I have to do because I am tired of it. You are a man with a voice and you have grown from it. You have admitted you have grown from it. I've seen your videos and I'm like, it gets to the point of ridiculousness. And I think that's why Brandy was upset and some of these other women, because it's like, you do have to take a point where you say, either I block Swirvin, okay, or I forgive him and move on because he has apologized and he is learning. You have a choice. That's what I'm trying to say. And I'm sorry, because I think you're a wonderful person because you're willing to admit that, hey, I screwed up. I upset these people. I apologize. I can do no more. You didn't fight them back. You just kept going. So I'm going to shut up now and let the other women talk. I'm sorry. I'm just tired of blocking these women. And
wait a minute. Taurus, Mr. Taurus King, thank you for gracing my live, brother. I appreciate you. Go ahead. You have the floor, sir.
What's up? Excuse me. What's up, everybody? I'm still under the weather, but okay. So I'm gonna, I don't know, probably piss some people off, but I gotta say the truth, be it friend, foe, or neutral in between. That was way too much. I'm just being bluntly honest. That was out of pocket. That was way too much. And the reason I say that is because I want everybody to understand I'm not trying to tone police anybody. I don't agree with the tactics either. Some of them have talked about me. That's fine. That's cool. I've addressed it. We've addressed each other. That's one thing. But what I do and what I must bring to attention is that was out of pocket in the sense of if we already know Swerve is the one under attack or feels like he's the one under attack by these people, doing all that and saying all that on his platform showcases that he is platforming that behavior, and that's lateral damage to him. We have to be mindful about what we say and on whose platform that we say these things on. That's only giving ammunition against him to them because it's his platform.
So I apologize. Right. I apologize. It has not stopped. It has not stopped. They have an issue. They have an issue. They haven't stopped, and they're attacking other people.
Hold on. Yeah.
Let Taurus finish, please. Hold on. Let Taurus finish, please.
And I get that. I understand all that. Like I said, I understand that. But at the end of the day, this is something that we always talk about: impact versus intent, and the impact of those actions just now will radicalize an attack against Swirvin. That's the bottom line to it. It's on his platform. That can easily be taken out of context to say that he initiated such words against them. Because you got to remember, people on the outside of this live listening in. People are recording things of that nature. And if somebody does have malice against him, they're going to take that and they can flip that any way they want, as if he instigated those words being said against him. We have to be mindful of the things we say on people's platforms. I understand the sentiments. I understand y'all don't agree with them. I'm not tone policing or gaslighting nobody, but I'm also going to not sit by quietly and let that type of lateral damage happen that could possibly progress to Swirvin, because that's what that is. It's literally happened before already, which is why I had to come up and say something.
No,
I understand how y'all
I
feel.
appreciate it. I appreciate it. I was out of line. And Swirvin, I'm sorry, and I hope this doesn't cause problems for you. This was all me. I haven't said a word about this online to anyone about anything, but I've seen it go on for months and months and months. And just like anything else, you reach a breaking point and it's like, just stop it. Stop it, women. Stop it. We've all done stupid shit that we all regret, every single one of us. But you have to work through that yourself. If you just deflect that and try to put that on somebody else, when you need to work through your own issues, you're not helping yourself and you're not helping anybody else. So just stop it. We all know better. We all know better. How many of these people in here are, I'm 52 years old. I've got 2 daughters. How many people have talked to their kids about don't do that shit online? Don't do it.
Right, but we have a choice. And my choice is, I don't want to hear it. I block them. I don't respond. I just say, I'm done. My way of doing that is hitting block. So I don't have to see it. And that's my choice. I don't go into their lives. I don't participate in their discussions. I hit block. That's it.
I blocked every one of them too.
One of the greatest things, here was what was good for me. Taurus, and I appreciate you, brother. Taurus reached out to me and I reached out to him, and then we talked on the phone and I told him what was going on from my perspective, as well as a few other people. Right. And it's at a point now, like he said, like Taurus said, they try talking smack about him. For me, it's a, when does it end? Like, what is your end game? And what I've seen is a bunch of, and I'm gonna quote Mr. Taurus King here. I hope you don't mind. What I've seen is a bunch of Wahite women coming after me for something that they are blowing completely out of proportion. I said my apologies. I was sincere in my apologies, but it came to a point where they just wanted me to just start making videos, and I'm not doing that. I'm just not, and I'm just fed up with it. There are much more bigger issues that I would like to discuss. Taurus, when you sent me the message last night, that's why I got in the live with Dontrell, and I saw community coming together, and that was beautiful. That's what I enjoy seeing. I didn't make any comments. I sat there and I listened. Okay. Sometime when I come in the Same Boys live, I won't say anything. I will just sit there and listen, because every time I listen to Taurus, Same Boy, Commander Chaos, I learn a little bit more about my community, my BIPOC community, my African American community. And when I do that, I start to realize that, you know what? There's a lot bigger issues that I need to be talking about on TikTok, because I have that voice, I have that platform, right? And this is the last thing that I wanted to talk about. And I wanted to try to arrange for Taurus and maybe Chaos and Poetic and Sangboy to be with me in the live as I address this issue. But I just couldn't wait any longer. It's at a point now where they keep bringing up other stuff from months ago, trying to make me look bad. And when it comes to Randy's Twisted Tea, Randy has now come after me directly a couple of times. So I don't even know how to stop that. Okay, but I'm done making apology videos. I'm done kowtowing to people. I have grown from the experience that I've had to endure and deal with. My wife has had to deal with it. And I'm just not. I'm here to basically put them on notice. You make all the videos you want about me. I don't care at this point. I'm going to keep doing what I do, talking about what I like to talk about and issues, whether it be our LGBTQI plus communities, our BIPOC communities, education in this country. I don't claim to speak on behalf of any of these communities, but I will always say I will speak up for these communities, because the one thing that I believe in more than anything else is equality across the board for all of us.
That's what I was trying to say earlier, Swirvin. You have such a powerful message. Okay. You have so much to contribute. And that's the thing that bothers me, because it's like, I don't like the word move on, but you've heard what I said. You've apologized and you're trying to stick to the issues that matter. And that's what's important. And they want to stay back in something that I heard it was drama back, 4 months ago? Was it 4 months ago?
Yeah.
I saw it. I watched it and I just listened and moved on, because I was like, everybody makes mistakes, but this is getting ridiculous. This is high school. And I just have to support you. Period.
Appreciate that.
Real quick, I just want to say, like,
go ahead, Taurus.
With me personally, excuse me. With me personally, like, again, I've addressed specific matters a few times, always trying my best from a neutral standpoint, trying to be from an unbiased standpoint. And I say what I have to say, and then I get on out the way. Yeah, for this past week now, since a little bit before my birthday, so I'll say about Thursday or Friday. My birthday was Sunday, this past Sunday. I celebrated my birthday trying to help out the community. My main objective is
birthday, my friend.
Appreciate it. My main objective is and always have been to spread awareness on BIPOC issues, but particularly the Black and Indigenous communities issues, other marginalized communities. That's to have the hard discussions. That's always been my main objective on here. Try to create equitable dialogue. Try to create understanding and between differences of people and things like that. Like, that's always been my goal. I've been on that all week, even being sick. When I'm not able to speak, I've been going to the live, supporting, shouting out cash apps and things of that nature to try to help communities out. I was in 2 of them yesterday. Matter of fact. So that's always been my thing. That's always been my main objective, my main goal. I try my best to not get hyper fixated on whatever issues people have. I try to be a logical mediation type voice in a matter. And then after that, I say what I always say, like, hey, whatever happens in the end, that's between y'all. Let it be between y'all. Be it you come to an agreement, be it you don't. Just be ready for whatever you make that decision to be. So if you decide to go to war, stick with it. If you decide to squash it, stick with it. That's always been my approach. I don't like back up either side or the other. I try my best to keep the confrontation from lingering more than it needs to be. That's not the case in this situation. I stepped away from it. I made that known that I stepped away from it. So I do my best to do that with the retrospect that I understand and everybody else understands. Like, hey, I did my part. I tried. I at least spoke up. After that, whatever outcome is the outcome. It's warranted upon yourself how you approach it after that. And that goes for everybody. I've always held that stance. I've always told people that, if I bring smoke to somebody, I'm coming with train smoke, because that shit heavy, and I don't know a person alive that survived train smoke. That's my approach. I do my best not to have to do that. And my track record is pretty fucking good. Everybody that I've gone after, I stuck with it and I shut them down. That's because I come with receipts. I come with credibility. I come with the sources. I come with everything. I come knowing the backstory. I come with everything, right? And when I don't have all that stuff, I acknowledge that I don't have all that stuff. If it's people that I don't deal with, I have no problem with telling the person, hey, I don't fuck with you. I don't rock with you. Keep my name out. I don't have problems doing stuff like that. But when I see that people have the potential for better growth, I will at least say something. Because it's too easy for me to not say anything or not do anything versus me doing the harder thing and saying, hey, you got a point, y'all disagree. Where can we meet in the middle? Where can we coincide somewhere along the lines together to either agree to disagree or just drop it all together? I do my best to do that, right? So with this situation, it's different. I've said the same thing from day one. Swirvin has said it today. If you have that energy for Swerve, have that same energy for Rudy. I've been saying that from the very beginning. That's a whole nother thing. I left that alone. But like, for me, it's just these past couple of weeks to a month have just like opened a lot of our eyes in the BIPOC community that address a multitude of things to vet people around us. We started vetting people around us, and if you watch the T, you see who's getting called out for, like, oh, well, performative, dangerous, liar. You know, we're uncovering these people to help the community. And on top of protecting people in the community from dangers, we're also uplifting the community. We're doing these mutual aids. We're doing these fundraisers. We're doing these mental health checks. We're doing all this stuff in the community. Aside from sticking to one narrative, oh, let's get this person. Let's get that. No, we don't do that. That's not helping the community. And for me personally, that's when I get tired of hearing, oh, us as leftists. Fuck that. Because if leftists act like this, we know what the right does.
That right there.
You see what I'm saying? So like when I speak on certain matters, I always make it known I don't speak from a political standpoint, because things that I talk about has nothing to do with politics. It's humanitarian. I believe in humanitarian rights, equal and equitable rights for all people. I don't give a damn what side of the spectrum you land on, as long as you're a decent human being. That's my standpoint. It's always been my standpoint. My idol is Bob Marley, one of the biggest and greatest humanitarians on this planet that we had. And it's not because he smoked fucking weed. It's because he said, evil never takes a break. How can I? This was during the performance the day after he got shot. I look up to people like that. So if we can't get a grip and a grasp on the realities of things like that, what the hell are you really doing? Are you clout chasing, or are you really in it for the fight? Because you can clout chase anywhere.
Taurus, one of the things I want to say, I appreciate you bringing up Bob Marley, amazing musician. First and foremost, I love Bob. And I kind of felt the same way. You know, I had been shot and my eyes were opened. My eyes were opened. You know what? Swirvin, you fucked up. You said some things that you shouldn't have said. And I am in the process. I am still in the process because, you know, Taurus hanging around with you and Sang and Chaos and Poetic and Dan Trail, you know, those are the lives that I spend time in, just sitting there listening and learning, right? And as long as I'm listening and learning, that's where I kind of feel the connection between me and Bob, because I'm healing within myself, and just like he healed from his experience also. And you know, what I'm trying to get to make happen is this whole situation. At this point, it needs to be over, because I've done what I feel I needed to do, but they didn't accept it. Well, if you don't accept it, then there's nothing I can do about that. But I was sincere in what I said, right? There are bigger issues that we need to talk about. There are bigger issues like systemic racism. There are issues like racism within the justice system that disproportionately jail my African-American brothers and sisters and give them lengthier sentences than white people. There are bigger issues. You know, when we think about one of our brothers or sisters could be unalived, they're 2 to 3 times more likely to be unalived at a simple traffic stop. That just doesn't sit well with me. And those are the things that I need to start addressing. And those are the things that I need to start talking about. But I can't start talking about those things until we talk about this thing and get it over with. Because I'm done making apology videos. I'm done saying I'm sorry, but not a single one of them will ever come to me. The only one who has come to me directly was Randy, who keeps begging me, have you apologized to Aaron yet? Yeah, I made that video. I don't know if she saw it or not. I unblocked her. So hopefully she did see it because I tagged her on it. But this is, there's much bigger issues that we could be talking about. And whether you're on the left or whether you're on the right, if we can't talk about the issues that affect all of us, I'm talking about BIPOC communities. I'm talking about education for BIPOC communities, the LGBTQI plus community, equality across the board. I can't talk about that until we squash this issue and get it behind us. Because until we squash this issue is always going to be at the front of everybody's mind. And to me, at this point, it's become a trauma/drama thing. They want to chase that clout. They want to make themselves look good and look great. And for whatever reason, I don't know. But at this point, I don't care. I want to get back. I need to get back to the issues that I have been speaking about on TikTok for 4 years now. And that is equality across the board for every single fucking one of us. Me, you, women, LGBTQI plus, every single one of us, equality and justice across the fucking board, period, point blank. And if you're not going to be down with the program that I'm trying to push, then block me and leave me the hell alone. That's really all I can say.
So I'm going to add to that, right? And I've said this before, I'll say it again. And this isn't directed towards anybody, it's just a general statement, right? I've said it before. I need for people to understand accountability and how it works. And a person can't hold another person accountable. Accountability has to be held accountable by the person instead who needs to take accountability. So in other words, for example, if I fucked up, I need to hold myself responsible first for that accountability before anybody else can do so. Because anything outside of that is null and void, right? That's how accountability works. Regardless, contrary to belief, regardless of what anybody wants to believe or how they feel, that is how accountability works. You cannot force a person to be accountable. That has to genuinely come from the person themselves, period. I don't care who doesn't like that. It's the truth. That is the basis of how accountability works, right? I've made mistakes too. I'm not perfect. I'm not some saint. I'm not some guru. I've made mistakes. I've held my feet to the fire of it and accepted it. And fortunately enough for me, when I held myself accountable, it was genuinely felt that I did so, and I was forgiven for it and allowed the opportunity to learn from that mistake and grow from it. And I've never made those mistakes again. I've never consecutively made the same mistakes again, because I had decent people around me who were genuinely trying to help me be a better person, right?
Exactly.
So
just
with that being said,
just like you were there for me to try to help me be a better person.
Right. So with that being said, I wanted to get that part out the way first and foremost. Second thing is, because I'm not going to stay too long up in the box. Excuse me, I'm gonna rest my voice back again a little bit, and not only that, is people I don't necessarily agree with here, so I'd rather not, because when I'm sick, I'm real irritable and I get spicy as fuck.
It's okay, man.
So
You're right.
I want to respect your platform and stuff like that. So, the other thing about that is, which is more important, Swerve, the purpose of your cause for what you want to do with your platform and what you want to do as a person, or acknowledging the people who have a disdain for you. Which one do you rather put first? That's my personal opinion on that. That's the question you need to ask yourself. Because again, trust me, I got plenty of people that hate my fucking guts out here. However, my priority first is addressing what my purpose is for me utilizing this app as a tool, as an extension of what I actually do in real life. And then they come second. I make my response videos or whatever the case may be second because that's not my primary objective. My primary objective is creating equitable dialogue. My primary objective is providing education out there for Wahite people who actually want to learn and decolonize their minds and things like that. Providing equitable dialogue for people within our own community who need to deconstruct from being whitewashed or whatnot because of indoctrination. That's my prime objectives. Things like that, bringing awareness. My secondary is getting at anybody who got a problem with me. That's never my primary objective. I will never make it a primary to respond to somebody that has a problem with me when I know I got a bigger cause at hand. I'll never do that. I don't give a damn if it's 1 million and I only have 20 primary objectives. I'm going to address them 20 primary objectives first, and then I'll get to those 1 million secondary objectives against me. That's my personal take.
And no, Taurus, you're right. That's why I wanted to address this today. I was going to wait a while. I was going to try to arrange for myself and maybe you and Chaos and people from my community to be in the box with me. But my primary objective has always been to speak about equality. They are a secondary objective to me. And, you know, I've spent, think about this. I've been on live for over 3 hours now, right? Think of how much I could have spoken about some of the archaic laws that have been written against or against our LGBTQI plus community or women or BIPOC education. But I had to address this, you know, and my primary objective is the focus of helping BIPOC communities, helping with the education in our BIPOC communities, because I believe first and foremost, if we're not educated, we could end up in a position where we end up looking like fools. And that doesn't sit very well with me. I don't like the fact that some of our brothers and sisters could go out there and end up looking like fools. So for me, primary education is a must, right?
Right.
And then as I go from there, then I start looking at the equality phase of it. Why do we have to be in a situation where one of our brothers and sisters could be pulled over and run the risk of being unalive? That shouldn't even be a thing, but it is, right? So those are my primary objectives, but it's getting to a point where, it's gotten to a point where my primary objectives have switched. And I can tell you right now, this live that I'm having right now, this will be the last time that I ever address this issue. I'm not going to worry about it. I don't care if it ends up on Randy's Twisted Tea, because I know there's probably somebody sitting in here recording it. I just don't care anymore. I took the accountability that I needed to take for what I did. I made the apology videos. I asked people don't go in other people's lives or their DMs telling them to hurry up and get over something. We don't get to do that. I don't get to do that. Nobody gets to do that. I made another video saying, hey, just because I made an apology, you don't have the ability to tell someone to hurry up and get over it. Whether they have to accept the apology, then it's up to them as to how long it takes them to get over it. Let
me stop you. I'm stopping you to correct you, right? Because I've stated this once before, twice to you, but I've stated it once before publicly. That's the thing we have to understand. A person doesn't have to accept our apology.
Right.
Again, that goes back to the accountability on your behalf, right? If you're making a genuine apology, it's not up to that. It's not up to you for that person to accept it. Your part is being done by you genuinely apologizing, generically, right? Well, now we don't get the chance to dictate whether, because we made the genuine apology, that it be accepted. That's not on us. Right. Your part is to acknowledge that you made the mistake, you made the apology, it was genuine, and then you move on from that. Right.
But
so that's the thing.
What I'm saying is what was happening, people on both sides were going into other people's videos and their lives telling them to hurry up and get over it. And so I made another video saying, you don't get to do that. We don't get to tell people that they have to accept an apology. We don't get to tell people that they need to hurry up and get over something. That was like the third or fourth video that I made with that whole situation. Because I know, Taurus, if I sold you a car, right, and you drove it for 500 miles, and at 501 miles, 4 tires fell off of it, I could say I'm sorry, but then you could be sitting there going, yeah, you might be sorry, but you're not out here with me right now with these 4 tires that just fell off the car, right? I can't make anyone accept an apology. All I can do, and believe me when I tell you, and I know a lot of people won't believe this, but the apology videos that I made, my wife was not next to me. I made those videos off the heart as best as I could. They were genuine, they were sincere, but I still don't get to tell people that. Right. Whether they accept it or not. If they accept it, great, beautiful, I thank you. If they don't accept it, at that point, I'm not sure what more I can do. You know what I mean?
And that's my point. Like, once you've done that, the reality is
shit.
The reality is that you've done your part, you've apologized, and you gotta keep going forward.
I'm sorry, man. My dog just farted like 2 feet from my face. I'm sorry.
And real quick, because ADHD brain, and I did what I tried not to do. Is this? I am still hilarious. Is this London?
Who?
I am still hilarious. Is that London?
I don't know. I didn't see the name.
Jesus Christ. I'm a digress from that. I'm a digress. Back to my point. So once you've done your part, then you got to keep going forward, moving forward best you can, being a better person, not to make the same mistakes again.
That right there. But Mr. Taurus, wouldn't you say after the apologies and everything that he's done, now would be the point maybe not to worry about what they're saying and just keep moving on with his progressive agenda and focusing on that? Because they're going to do what they're going to do, no matter what he does, whether they accept him or not. Because I think what you're saying to him is very wise. And you said it better than me. But he's got so many, like I've been trying to say, he's got so many important things to say. And that's being held back, worrying about whether or not they accepted his apology. Do you agree? Or
to an extent, and I can't elaborate on that, right? Because I've said this before too. When a person keeps constantly being come at, like if somebody keeps constantly coming at you, it's human nature to respond. So that's understandable also, right? That's just human nature. I don't give a damn if you're the Pope St. John or whoever the fuck, people come at you, you're gonna respond eventually. Like nobody's gonna be constantly, come at and talked about and just that and the third, and they see it and they know it and they not respond. That's human nature, right? But when we, especially for when we're trying to be better, right? It's particular ways to address matters and not constantly address matters, if that makes sense. Like I got screenshots in my phone right now where we pissed somebody else off, in some Wahite person in one of my nieces live yesterday so bad they just commented on a random video I had posted about mental health checks, taking care of yourself and making a doctor's appointment. Like that's how pressed they were, right? Wow. I screenshotted it, of course, but I deleted the comments. It's not a priority right now for me to address that. I'll address it when I'm feeling better. But the point of the matter is knowing that we put that work in, that we made some bigots so uncomfortable that they felt the necessity to respond and us not respond to them. That's a psychoanalysis. That's a psychoanalogy, like where basically reverse psychology. You think you're getting to me, but I'm really getting to you by ignoring your ass. And now you're showing it because you're responding to me and I never made a single response directly to you, right? That's reverse psychology. So sometimes you have to exercise that. Sometimes it doesn't work. Sometimes it does. Sometimes it's pointless. Sometimes it's not. That's a roll of the die, right? I make a valid decision to say, I'll address something a couple of times, and then I'm gonna leave it the fuck alone because at what point in time do we acknowledge that I'm just not going to give you the attention that you're seeking? I like to tell people. I like to tell people I don't give a fuck enough to not give a fuck.
Right. In the psychology circles, because I have a master's in that to do it, that's called planned ignoring. And when you plan to ignore, what you're doing is saying, okay, I'm not addressing you. I'm going to stick to what is important. Right. And that's what you're doing. Yeah.
Right. And
so you are actually using reverse psychology called planned ignoring. Like, I know they're going to be there. I know they're going to have something to say, but I'm going to plan to ignore them and move on with my message. I like that.
I want to ask Taurus a question.
I got you. Hold on real quick before you ask that. And I want to like just reference again. This is not me for anybody who doesn't have the context. This isn't me taking sides or picking a side or going at nobody. This is me just stating my own truths, what I witness, what I hear, and my opinions on it. This is not me telling nobody what they should do or how they should do it. This is not me advising any Wahite people of what to do none of that, because, I'm not going there, but this is not me doing any of that. This is me speaking in generalities, right?
No, I understand completely. But Taurus, here's the question I want to ask you. And let me welcome Chaos up. Good evening, Chaos. Taurus, here's what I wanted to ask you. Is there anything more that you think, and this is just from me to you, is there anything more that you think I could have done to better the situation? Not taking sides, just advice.
That's a hard decision. That's a hard one. The logical side of me wants to say, yeah, you should have talked to them. But I tried. The rationale side of me says, talk to them, yeah, but to what extent? You know what I'm saying? Like it's a literal contradiction of how I feel about it at this point.
Right.
Because me myself, again, I don't have problems addressing people when they got an issue with me, but I also use rationale. I'm only going to address a matter, or I'm only going to talk to somebody to a certain extent. Once I feel a certain type of way, I'm gonna just say I don't give a fuck to give a fuck. I don't care enough about you or this matter to actually put forth all of this energy that I'm putting forth. And that's what my phrase means. I don't give a fuck enough to give a fuck. That's what my phrase means. So
no, I understand.
I can acknowledge a person. I can acknowledge their feelings. I can acknowledge, what they're thinking, but that doesn't necessarily equate me having to put forth all of my energy into how you feel, think, or what happened. That's just me. I can't apply that to any and everybody. That's me. Right. So it boils down to, excuse me, it boils down to what you all come to an agreement of, whether you want to make an attempt to talk to them again, one-on-one, in a group, whatever, a mediator, I don't know how y'all would do it, but that would be up to y'all to make a mutual decision on. Me, myself, personally, I'd rather not mediate any further at this point. I tried mediation. We see how that went. So I just step back so I don't get caught in.
I understand.
I
completely understand. And first and foremost, let me just say I appreciate your honesty on that and your opinion. I really do. And that's why I asked you directly. Because I did try to talk to them. If you recall, Taurus, I came into one of your lives, and my first question to you was, what does accountability look like, and how do we go forward, right? And you gave me some advice on that. And then I said, well, I'm gonna go ahead and drop down because I see some hateful comments, and you stopped me right away. You said, no, Swerve, we're not gonna do that. We're not gonna do that. What you seeing is how people feel about you, but we can't call it hateful, right? And that was the last time I was in one of your lives. And so the next morning I made the decision. I said, okay, I will talk to them directly. And I had agreed to do it on TikTok Live. And they wanted me to first make a video admitting to all the lies I had told, which I still can't figure out that portion of it. You know what I mean? But I'm not going to, they wanted me to make a video dragging Rudy through the mud, and I'm not doing that for anybody. I don't, whatever Rudy did, Rudy has to answer for that. I'm not going to make a video if they said, hey, Swerve, we need you to make a video dragging Taurus through the mud. I'm not doing that. I wouldn't do that to anybody, right? And then they decided they didn't want to talk to me because they felt that I was not interested in restorative justice. But at the end of the day, what I saw was, and I'm going to use your words, Taurus, at the end of the day, what I saw was a bunch of Wahite women coming after me, claiming that I victimized them in some way. And I made apologies. I asked people, don't go telling them to just hurry up and get over it. I did all of that. And after that day, when they said, well, we don't feel Swirvin is really interested in restorative justice, so we're not going to talk to him, or whatever the text message said, I was like, you know what? I'm out. I'm done with him. And today is the first day that I have talked about this issue in a live for months now. Mm-hmm. But they keep making videos about me. Randy keeps posting these videos after they've been sliced and diced on his Twisted Tea, and people keep coming after me for absolutely nothing.
I mean,
For something that-
Swirvin, if you remember, if you remember, Swirvin, when all this happened, I confronted you straight to you. Do you remember? I
Yes.
literally sent you a message and told you because I didn't like. There were things about it that I didn't like, and I absolutely confronted you. I think that you making the apology video, I mean, you did that. You did that, but past that, a video is just a video. But you did work on yourself. So what more can people ask for? So to keep coming after you and attacking, which is why I just got over it today. It's like I've seen it happen.
They specifically wanted, first and foremost, right? Everybody understood what they saw, right? It was the dehumanizing rhetoric, right? Because everybody's trying to be more.
Who's that? Chaos?
Polite, yeah. Yeah.
Oh, hey,
polite societal standards of polite, because there are movements of removing R word, removing G words, F slurs. You know what I'm saying? These are these slurs that we all grew up hearing. Correct. So the B word is starting to fall into that category, right? So with these movements of removing dehumanization, for example. And this is not to, say that certain other people are not responsible for their own decisions, correct? But there was some victimizing in itself. Obviously it ended up going too far. Too far as far as like the level of damage it took on the one particular person. Now, I think they wanted a public apology to that one particular person, along with everybody else, of course, but that was the main focus of it. But, I mean, it is what it is. When we get on the internet, I'm telling you, man, I try to remind everybody, we are all mentally unstable.
And Chaos, let me say this. The first apology video that I made, I don't know if you ever saw it. I apologize to certain people specifically. And then I listened to a 2.5 hour, almost 3 hour live where someone told their story. And then the very next morning, I made another apology video. Right. And I don't know if they ever saw it. The whole thing for me was I did
I would have
what I
tagged it
felt.
to everybody. I would have tagged it to everybody that you knew. Well, not everybody like per se.
Well,
but that's what I do. I fanned them out.
I tagged it to the people involved. Okay,
good. Yeah.
I didn't tag it to, Joe Schmo from Podunk, Missouri. I tagged it to all the people that were involved. And the thing for me was, they didn't care. They didn't feel it was sincere enough. They didn't, and I'm
Well,
just
then there's
like,
nothing
well,
you can do about that. Yeah, they can't. They're not going to take the apology for what it is. Then
yeah,
you know,
yeah.
it is what it is. You know, there's nothing you
And
can do
Chaos,
about that.
if you recall, Chaos, you and I spent some time on a live one night, and you asked me flat out, like they've accused me of revenge porn, and Chaos, you asked me flat out, Swirvin, did you see any naked pictures of anybody? No, no. I don't care to see them.
Yeah, but
The
that
only
was
person
also stemming from what somebody had specified on a live with you together, and everybody started to laugh, right? So it was dropped that there was an inkling of something out there, but nobody knew. It was like, we seen it. You own up to your mistakes, which is understandable, but then it got worse when, it was like, well, women who, put, these things online and they're married, they should obviously be abused. And that definitely did not make things better. It made things a whole lot worse. And it's like, you're not gonna, when you're on the internet, especially in this particular country with 150 million people on this app, you got 150 million different responses, right?
Yeah, you're absolutely right.
But my thing is like, what are morals? I mean, who made morals at this point for me? That's where I'm at.
Well, for me, and this is where I'm at. Like I've been talking all afternoon. There are more important things that I would rather be discussing.
Yeah.
But what
do. I don't think. I mean, if you follow us in our algorithms, Swerve, it should alleviate the tension in certain others.
It's not going to though. That
block them. Your finger's gonna be sore, but you're gonna have to block them.
Thank you. That's what I said. Swerve, honey, I gotta step down. I still support you. I'm gonna follow you. I block these people because it's too much. Yeah, you like I have said, and I'm gonna maintain, you got too much of a powerful message to let them keep going. You just keep continuing because I'm gonna keep following you and I'm gonna keep listening to what you have to say. All right. They the ones holding on to it. And I think you're amazing, but I got to drop down because my internet connection, because of the storms we getting down here in the South, somebody else could get up here and support you. Yeah. So anyway, hey, no problem, Swirvin. All right. Take care, baby.
Thank you. Yeah, I'm gonna hop down too, man. I pretty much said what I had to say. Again, trying to stay from a neutral standpoint, just point some obvious things out. When it get resolved, I just try my best to do my part, and one thing I've said from the beginning, when it come to men and especially black men, I'm going to address them, be it right, wrong, or indifferent. I'm going to address it as need be. I've done so. I'm going to hop down, and hopefully y'all get this thing resolved. Feel better,
Taurus.
ASAP. Appreciate it.
See you, Taurus.
Taurus, you take care, brother. Get you some rest, man, and whatever that bug is that's eating you right now, I hope you get over it pretty quickly.
Appreciate y'all.
Drink lots of fluids.
Taurus, thank you again for your grace and how you confronted me, and I agree. I'm sorry, and I hope that they realize that come after me. Don't go after Swerve on that one.
Yeah, happy belated birthday, Taurus.
Happy belated birthday.
Oh yes, Taurus just turned 29. Those of you who
damn old man. Almost pushing that big old 30.
No, I know. And I think he dropped down already, but I know he's not 29. But I put my earpiece in, so I can't see the comments. But Chaos, when this first came up, this whole issue with me, you and I were in the box together in my live some months ago. Mace. And you told me then, Swirvin, you fucked up.
Yeah, you did.
And the first place
you done pissed off a lot of Wahite women and a lot of LGBTQ people, and they know how to collect.
Well, I don't know which LGBTQI plus members that I may have pissed off, but
Yeah, I think. Well, they're still women, but still, I digress.
But
They're still
right.
Yeah.
But it comes down to a point where and this is just for me personally. No, Mace, get over here. Oh my God. For me, it comes down to a point where I have to look at it and I say, okay, at what point do I finally clap back? Because I haven't said anything for months, and I've
If you
just
clap
been
back, we're gonna start this all over again.
Well,
I mean, at this point, if it's if it's a certain level of harassment, Swerve, I would just document. That's really all the best you can do. Document, take what screenshots you can, download your lives, put them on a hard drive, and if things get really, really froggy, you have your evidence to back up that you were being harassed.
Well, I'll be honest with you, that I'm not really too concerned with. I'm not concerned with the harassment. It doesn't really bother me. But like I said, there's more important issues that I could be discussing. But I have to address this. I have to address the fact that people keep coming after me. They felt that and look, I owned it. I said, hey, look, I know I said some things that I should not have said, right? Like petty bitches. I know that. I probably should not have said that. But when someone made the comment that my wife was nothing more than a BIPOC, than a white woman who takes orders from BIPOC men, I lost my shit.
Yeah. Yeah. I get it. A lot of people do, a lot of people, yeah. I mean,
and what
you gotta, I know it's so triggering, but like, take me, for example, right? If we go in there, I'm ignorant. I'll go right there with them. I'll make like kids and parents and spouses and all of them. They're on the table here in TikTok. Sorry, but not sorry. Sorry, but not sorry.
Right.
Like, you're calling me a victim. You're calling me a victim when I'm literally like reading about Mary Turner. Your mama, when you buried her. How about that?
Yeah. Right.
Like, I go for the jugular. Like, I'm not playing with nobody out here. I very much look at the internet as filled with a bunch of sociopaths, and that's how I'm going to address them.
That's pretty much where I'm at right now. I got to be honest with you. That's where I'm at. I'm just tired of it. People are going. These people who are coming after me are going after my friends.
Your friends are adults, and they're just gonna have to, take care of themselves. Like, I don't expect like I call people, like I'm not the one to call for reinforcements, right?
Come on, buddy.
I mean, I'm not me. I don't call for reinforcements specifically, but if people need reinforcements, I usually be here as like reinforcements, because that's the job title I have taken on for the most part, right? But you do have people, I'm like, if you get on the app, you best be ready for it, dude, because I'm like, I get that we all have shared our generational trauma, and I get that we've all shared really, really personal things. But yeah, Norman Bates is in the hallway. Okay.
Right.
You feel me? Jeff is in the hallway. Charlie's in the hallway. Clarence Thomas is in the hallway. They feed and prey. PRAY and PREY on you. Okay?
Yeah.
So it's Wild West out here. And if you ain't allowed, if you can't handle the internet, don't come on here.
I'll
this is the whole reason why you're in this is the whole reason why we're in this mess in the first place, was people's activities on the internet that would cause this whole snowball of shit. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Yep. And
it wouldn't have been your business if it wasn't people connected to people through mutuals.
Yeah, and that's another thing I can't understand. Maze, Maze, get over here. That is not your yard. What I can understand is they sit there and they call each other friends. Yet the first time they feel that one of their friends has crossed them, all these text messages show up on Randy's Twisted Tea.
Right.
I'm like, y'all are not friends at all.
Yeah, welcome to the internet. Nobody's
You know,
nobody's
y'all.
friend, like really, unless we're like stomping, unless we're really going to like kick it. But like for me, I feel like I've lived like a pretty extensive life in my 34 years, right? I've lived in 7 different states. I've been,
Wait a minute. Wait.
raised.
Hold on. You say you're 34?
Uh-huh.
Chaos.
I'll be
I thought
35
you
this
was
year.
Chaos. I thought you was like 25, 26 years old.
Oh, thank you, Swerve. You're so misogynistic. Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
No, I'm serious.
I'm kidding.
I'm serious.
Look, he was like, wait. No, don't say that word too loud.
Oh my goodness. Okay, so I guess I'm just a bad judge at guessing people's age. But I swear to you, I thought you were like between 25 and 29 years old. I swear to God.
I had a baby at 30.
Watch out, Prince. Come on. Here, you want a treat? Come here. No, I did.
Have kids, they say. They're so cute, they say.
It'll be fun, they say.
They pee on the couch, they don't say. Like a cat.
But for me, and this is just me, I don't know how anyone else feels about it.
The psycho signal. I can't help y'all with that, Diamond. Like, is Wild West out here. It's crazy. Sorry, sir.
No, you're fine. When I start talking about the things that I talk about, and I have people coming to my live talking about, did you apologize to Aaron yet? Well, I made an apology video to Aaron, and that's it. I'm done. I'm not going to make a video dragging Rudy through the mud. Then they wanted me to make a video admitting to all the lies that I told them. And I'm like, you know what? If I speak to someone in December and I don't remember them in January, I talk to hundreds of people a day on this app.
Right.
But you think it's a lie when I say I don't know who you're talking about. That's not me lying to you. That's my bad memory. And I'm going to just tell you.
Well, there were a lot of people that were affected, so I couldn't see how it did. But yeah, it usually stemmed with the same person. But I mean, honestly, if you did what you had to do at this point, there's nothing you can do really about it unless you're going to delete your account and start over, Swerve, because the troll bots of that movement are in your algorithms. They're in your followers. The only way to do that would be to go through all 70,000 of them and get rid of those 1001000 users. The user numbers, social security numbers.
Well, right now, between my 3 accounts, I have about 80,000 friends and followers. And
yeah, I'll never get up to that.
I never came on here looking for clout or just trying to get followers or anything like that. I was the guy speaking my truth. And when you start coming after me and my wife, like I'll give you a prime example. I'm going to give you a prime example as to how petty they are. Somebody came into one of my lives a couple of weeks ago and they were like, hey, did you hear about big techs? I'm like, no. Well, go over to Randy's Twisted Tea and look at this video. I'm like, you know what? I don't do business like that. And somebody was there recording their live. I don't go and do business, look at a video on Randy's Twisted Tea, and then just saddle up. So what happened? A few days later, a video comes out about me on Randy's Twisted Tea going, well, you saddled up for Rudy. Well, I had known Rudy for like 2.5 years, right?
I was mutuals with Tex. He was hanging out in Democratic spaces. So this is my thing with the Twisted Tea, right? I watch who I'm mutuals with. Everybody else is moving. I don't give a fuck what y'all doing. You know what I'm saying? Like, obviously, certain STREETs out there, I'm really like, I appreciate the knowledge because they are problematic. They are dangerous. But really, at the end of the day, I got Rosemary's Baby following everywhere I go. So I'm just like,
but
you know who I'm talking about?
I know exactly who you're talking about.
Look, so Rosemary's Babies, all me and her always bumping into each other, but there's nothing I can do about that. I can block every little account, but the algorithms are connected in that.
The thing that came down was you saddled up for Rudy. I had known Rudy for about 2.5 years. The man had been in my house a few times. I had known Tex for about 6 months, right? And whatever this video was, it looked like he was pleasuring himself and then called somebody a bitch when he was done. Now, I don't know how that would end up on TikTok to where somebody could record it, right? But I'm like, I'm not going to saddle up just because you tell me to.
Right.
You know, I just, that ain't happening.
If it was all about accountability for me, Swerve, I mean,
ma'am.
you know what? To hold somebody accountable is a you thing. Now, for them to accept it is a them thing, right? Mm-hmm. So everybody goes around this app talking about you can go ahead and lead the horse to water, but you can't force it to drink it. So why are you beating a dead horse? What's it to you?
Yeah, absolutely.
Mind your business.
Absolutely.
Right?
And I feel that I've held myself accountable. I have grown from it. And like I said, Chaos, you and I spent some time in the box together, right? And I've held myself accountable. I talk to people in my community. I've talked to you. I've talked to Taurus. I've talked to Miss T. I was not going to go and start talking to a bunch of Wahite women because, look, we've seen what white women tears can get us.
It's a little bit more advanced than that now, right? So we understand what they can do and how they can get here. But now in the age of technology and because of the followers you have, you know, it's like I said, the damage is already done. When this went on for so long, it went on for so long. The reason why it kicks Rosebud every time in the ass is because it's still going on. Like, either you remain on the app and continue to get these ass kickings, which is what nobody wants. But now that people remember, it is what it is. And people literally spend all time, every day, all day. I know, I'm kind of one of them that are on this app. Because, I mean, I work from home. I'm like I'm on the phone with y'all, you know what I'm saying? Doing my regular things, you know. Facts, you know. It's like, well, people, you have to understand that I have 3 accounts, but you got motherfuckers with 20.
Rosebud is just a fool.
Right. Absolutely.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Rosebud is just a fool at this point. Mm-hmm. She was I had her in my life, probably about a month ago, maybe a month and a week. And people came in and they started telling me about her again because I thought she had changed. Yeah. And I said, well, yeah, Rosebud, I'm just hearing too much stuff, so I'm going to need you to go ahead and drop down.
Well, the videos on Twisted Tea pretty much self-explain, but not, you know, and I'm not one to jump on bandwagons either. I like receipts myself, right?
Yes, ma'am.
But then again, receipts can get skewed, things can get misspoken, yada, yada, yada. I need every last text message. I need every date. I need all of what was said. I need all of the videos. I need everything. Otherwise, I'm really not trying to go any further with trying to help people. If you're not telling me the truth, then what's the problem? I mean, I feel like at this point for me, if I don't know your name, I don't know who you are, right? And that's the unfortunate part. We can go ahead and connect and call each other mutuals. And it sucks because you and Rudy were actually really friends. But you know what? I had a friend of 10 years in real time that stole $1,200 from me too. And we're not friends anymore. So, I mean, friendships are fickle even in life. The internet friendships, very fickle forever.
when I saw the evidence, that Rudy lied to me, he lied about me, and he lied on me, I was like, I'm done with you, dude. I can't fucking deal with this.
Mm-hmm. Right.
And y'all, you know, and to your credit, Chaos, y'all tried to warn me. and I just didn't listen.
You were in Wahiti TikTok for too long. No offense, Wahiti people.
No, I will.
And that's not to say the accomplices are, like the accomplices. We need them. More or less. But it's everybody who's intersectionalized, whether you're disabled, old, Black, white, Asian, Latin, what have you, right? It's the fight right now is battle of the fucking wits. Seriously. Mm-hmm. Because I really, really feel like at this point for right now, intersectionality doesn't mean shit because we keep calling ourselves marginalized communities and minority communities, and we are most definitely the majority. We are most definitely, but we cannot connect with one another because nobody trusts one another. And that's why we're all in disarray. But it is also the algorithms of the app. That's why I constantly give this app a 1 damn star. And that's why they shadow banned me when I made my video about them. TikTok. They're probably going to banana me. But imagine you choosing political TikTok when you first start out, for example, right? Mm-hmm. You get into political TikTok, you're encountering MAGA, you're encountering liberals, you're encountering communists, you're encountering anarchists. This is all within political diaspora, right? So imagine all these different... What happened?
Are there more cops out there? Hey, I kind of
would
like
get in the house immediately or pull out the white privilege card.
Wahiti.
No.
It sounds very exotic.
No, there's.
I know it's very ethnic. That was Gen Z. I know it was Gen Z. They always playing some games.
I thought that was tourists came over that.
No, there's sleet coming down outside my house, and
sleet.
There's hail-sized golf balls that are dropping on my patio right now.
That's not good.
We have sprinkles.
You have tornado warnings or anything going on?
No. Let me go check on my car. See if make sure the windshield is not cracked open. God damn it!
Isn't that what that means?
Anybody know if all them poor people in Florida got their money back from all that insurance from Ian?
No, they have not.
Haven't heard nothing about that lately.
Oh, whoop. I can hear it.
Oh shit!
Wow.
I think my windshield is cracked.
Oh no!
On the back of the car. Hold up.
Yikes.
No, it's okay.
Oh,
I
think I just saw lightning too.
Shut up, Wonder Woman. You crazy?
But I'm at a point, and I'm at a point where this is a fight that I think I need to have to get it to stop because there's more pressing issues that I need to be talking about and discussing.
You have to ignore them. They're not going to go away. You got too many. Swerve, I'm telling you, you're beating a dead horse. They're not going to go away.
But chaos,
you have 80,000 followers. They're not going nowhere. You were dragged online for weeks, and every time new people came in, follow. We don't like this guy.
Every time I have ignored him. This is the first time I have ever talked about this issue in months. I have ignored them. Yet they keep slicing and dicing videos. Things keep going up on Randy's Twisted Tea about me. Yet from months ago. And here's what pisses me off the most. Not a single one of them ever has the balls or the ovarian fortitude to come into my life and get in a box with me and talk to me directly. Even the people that I have tried to talk to, they won't do it. They didn't want to talk to me until I made a video confessing to all the lies that I told. Fuck you. Fuck you.
They don't have the need to anymore, right? Because the damage was done. The impact was made. So I mean, you went down about like 25K in following, to be honest with you. And that 25K probably flipped coat.
Honestly, I didn't lose any followers on it.
Oh, I thought you were at 100,000.
No, 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 no. I've never cracked 100 grand. I've usually on this account that you all are on right now. What you see is my followers. This is where I've typically been for months, and it's because I stopped creating content because I'm tired of the hate. But from these people who just want to keep perpetuating and bringing up stuff, who don't ever have the stones to come into my life, I'm not going to go into their lives, okay? And the reason I'm not going to go into their lives is because all they want to do is talk over each other. I am not about that. You come to my live, I won't talk over you. I will show you the same respect that you expect. And when you're done talking, then I will speak. When I'm done talking, then you can speak. They don't believe in that. That's why I won't go into their lives. I don't even know who they are because I got most of them blocked. But not a single one of them will ever have the stones to come into my live and get in a box with me. And, you know, I have Randy who's coming for me directly, coming into my lives going, did you apologize to Aaron? Yes. Yes, I did. And I think it's Dark Bunny 666. That's Randy. Made a whole account, and there's nothing on there but videos about me. That's all it is. That's all it is. So if you're going to come for me, come into the box and talk to me when you have the balls or the ovarian fortitude. Because I'm just tired of it. I'm tired of it. I'm sick of it.
You're gonna hate me, man. I'm telling you, he ain't gotta do none of that shit. They all on cloud fuck around and find out. Like, I'm like, I don't know, Swerve. It's I'm
trying, ladies and gentlemen, I am trying to keep my focus on my politics, the issues at hand, equality across the board. But we're at a point now where this shit keeps reaching ahead. And
I'm telling you, just, you know, I don't really like to play with that particularly, but as far as like, you know, everything else, I mean, Swerve, you know how it goes. You know, we get little primate emojis and stuff like that. It's like, I really look at it like just like that, right?
mm-hmm.
People are on 10. People are in their emotions. That's why I said we are all mentally disabled. We are all mentally traumatized. We are neurodivergent. We're neurospicy. We are, you know, we are all together as one, as Americans. And I bet you that we all shop at Walmart. But, you know.
I don't know, girl.
Go Team Coke or go Team Pepsi.
I could not remember the last time I was in a Walmart, and I'm always be Team Coke.
Pepsi here.
Because rum and Coke sounds good. Rum and Pepsi don't. It sounds weird.
Well, you got another party
I definitely
that
agree. Like
Dew.
if you're at a bar, it has to be Coke.
The Mountain Dews, man. It's the Mountain Dew. Those are the independents.
Bar Coke tastes better than any Coke in a can.
And I definitely don't do Mountain Dew.
It ain't that bad, Swerve. I mean, because we're talking about it, and there's only 59 people in here, so it ain't that, you know, trippy, considering, you know. I mean, because we ain't even seen nothing go down in here, to be honest with you.
Gaga UV6 says hi, Swerve.
Yeah.
I promise you.
So, like, for example, I thought that maybe, you know, we would see something coming down in there, right? So it's like, I definitely wouldn't go in their space. You're going to get dunked on, absolutely, and then they're going to have another video to make. You know, it is what it is.
That's why I don't go in their space.
We're all being screen recorded, you know, I'm sure, as we speak. So, me, I'm not. I don't give a shit, to be honest with you, because I know that here on the internet, it's all fair game.
Yep, and that's pretty much why I am with it right now. I know there's somebody here screen recording this right now.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna say it with
now,
my
if you dox me, now that's a whole nother story, right? So then, don't be playing with people's lives. And I understand it's probably more than likely affecting your your business and your nonprofits, and that really, really sucks too. So that's why I
That
say
shit I
like
don't
it's like on a
tolerate.
level of, a level of harassment to the point where it's like
Hey, Tasha.
affecting your livelihood. Then that's
I'm
I
gonna
don't
tell you
know.
right now. I was in a live a few weeks back where someone was trying to confront one of my friends, where he claimed that she tried to dox someone, and she said, "Well, when did I do this? Where did you hear this?" And eventually he caved and said it was in Swirvin's live, and I was like, "You motherfucker!"
Mm. Yeah. But yeah, you definitely got hung out to dry for sure. I mean, you were definitely, culpable for your actions, but everything else that followed into that, you're just too old to be playing these high school games, man.
Yeah, I am. But oh, hold on, that's thunder. The fact that this person told this young lady that she heard or he heard in my live where she doxed somebody, and we were mutuals, and I reached out to him. I said, "Don't you ever say that bullshit again. I don't tolerate that. And if somebody is about to give out their personal address or anyone else's personal address, I will boot them out of the box and ban their ass quicker than you can think. I don't tolerate that kind of bullshit."
Typically, the impact can be just as damaging. Isn't that what Travis did in Rudy's live? Like an idiot. And look what happened to him. And he ended up getting his name cleared. You know what I'm saying? Well, didn't he? Kind of.
Yeah.
More or less. But he was still running around here like a dickhead. And it's like, bro, that's your bad. Your oops. You know what I mean? Like, you literally run around here getting caught on live time and camera, getting drunk, calling women out their name, dehumanizing them. Of course, everybody's going to think you're a freaking weirdo creep.
Yep.
But,
two of the people who were involved with the situation with me, they are now his mods. After they spent weeks calling him out, cursing him out. I'm like, wow.
Yeah, because they had to rectify the situation of everybody calling him a P3DO. That was a serious allegation that nobody really had any proof to, right? Right. That's why I don't jump on bandwagons and be all fucking like, join the train, get chugga. No, I have a car. I have a truck. I drive my own fucking direction.
That's right. I ain't about to saddle up and ride over that bullshit.
Right.
What's up?
Welcome back. And I like to walk to my own beat.
Dude, she's live streaming right now. Unicorns and sass.
Okay.
She's what?
Her blocked. I wouldn't be able
She's
to
live
see it.
streaming right now.
I ain't really like it. I don't know, man. I ain't really
What's up, Spooky?
Nah. I'm good.
Spooky.
I'm good on womanhood, because womanhood ain't really working out for us so well.
Well, no, and look, that's why I respect y'all. That's why I respect you. Okay, for the simple fact, chaos, those hours that we spend in the box together. This is why I respect you more than anything else. You told me point blank, Swirvin, you fucked up.
Yeah,
you fucked up, and you fucking up. You also fucked up by having this person as a friend, because this friend weaponized you. You told me those things point blank, and that respect that I have for you came from you being point blank blunt honest with me.
The issue, the whole thing was that all you had to do, all the information that I had was literally from the YouTube channel, right?
Mm-hmm.
Hold that thought.
I want to argue patriotic Republicans out there.
Right. Let me see if I can find her ass. Because I know I have her blocked.
All right. One thing about me.
Spooky, what's up? You on mute, honey? What's going on?
I'm not muted.
Oh, there you go. What's up?
I was just gonna say she's live streaming right now.
I had to go into one of my backups. I'm scrolling. Except computer TikTok isn't the same as the phone TikTok.
Oh shit! I can't find her.
Welcome to my series, Skeletons in My Closet, Confessions of
I'm trying to see.
the Way to Live Them Craft.
Okay, that one's not live streaming. I just looked at two of her accounts. I can't find anyone. Well, wait a minute. This one's blocked. Let me unblock it for a second. Nope, doesn't look like that one's live streaming either.
Good evening, friends. As many of you know, I was shot in 2021 in a road rage incident in November. I was driving down the highway and someone pulled out in front of me, and when I swerved to miss them, the person in
You're right, Wonderwall. I apologize. I meant they, them.
considering Rudy and Adam were
Sometimes I struggle with my pronouns.
Hey friends, and happy Friday Eve.
Yeah, I've just looked at like 3 or 4 of her accounts, and not a I can't find the one that's streaming live. I can't find the one that's streaming live right now.
Oh, well. It's Randy's live.
Yeah, I was just going to say that. She's in the chats and Randy's.
Oh, okay. Well, I don't know what his username is, but I'd be more than happy to go and find it.
M270_vet.
Yeah, that was the live. I was just on the phone with Susie Q, and she kind of filled me in on the past 6 months of what was going on with Daryl and Rudy. I mean, like, literally, when I tell you, when Susie Q goes off on a tangent, she goes off on a tangent. She spilled all the beans.
Oh, you said Randy_270vet?
Yeah, I think.
It M270_vet.
One thing about it, when you start doing people how they do you, when motherfuckers want to be funny.
Yeah, I don't see that either. I could have had that wrong though too.
Boy, do they be mad.
Give it to me one more time.
I don't know.
M270_vet. Zero,
Wait.
0, not O, but 0.
270_vet.
Yeah.
I remember that song.
Yeah, that's not coming up either. 270_vet.
M270_vet.
Yeah, that's what
M like Mary.
What?
M like Mary.
Sorry, my mother called.
No, give me the whole name. The whole user ID.
That is it. It's like a small M, like Mary. 270_vet. You're probably blocked. Like, yeah, I wonder why.
Yeah, dude, you're definitely blocked. Like, what the fuck y'all doing? I'm sorry, that was funny.
Hey, babe, I'm making
Why don't you have a
hamburgers.
where are your troll accounts is what I'm asking. Like, how are you gonna have 80,000 followers and no troll account or two?
Right?
Right.
Dude, I have
Bro,
like
how do you,
20.
this
I have
is why your
20
ass is
accounts.
getting dunked on this interweb.
thumbnail on my YouTube.
You don't know how to play.
I told you to leave it the fuck alone.
Don't hate the players, hate the game, bro.
If there's the attention you want, you got it.
Oh, you should.
Right now, you got it.
You look so handsome.
Is that
Look like you
Taurus?
lost weight.
You sat here and lied and said that you're not bothered with him.
Oh.
I'm live. What's going on?
Also, okay, if you have me blocked, hey, Ed, I sent you on IG.
Yeah, he's got to have me blocked.
Do you want us to
I'm
scream?
gonna go grab me a beer.
I mean, all I see is on my computer, and this is why I hate going on my computer, is like I can't even see who's in it at all. Like, this is literally what I see. Like, that's it.
Oh, no.
Now, I don't know if Ed's busy right now.
That's all I get on my computer. Chaos.
Let me pull up my laptop, not my laptop, but my tablet and see what I can find.
Yeah, I can't see him on my end.
That's what I see. That's all I see.
Hold on. Never fear, Christina's
That and
here.
sound. But I get the chat.
See if you can pull it up, Christine, because I'd really love to know what they're saying. Because I'm sure somebody was in this live, listening to us, and they're talking about it. What's up, Viking?
All right, give me a sec.
Dang. I love my friends.
In the meanwhile, y'all give me 1 second here. I'm going to take out my earpiece. Actually, I'm going to just go grab the case for it.
Give me a sec.
Oh, is that what it is? It only shows you the boxes if the cam is on?
I don't know how y'all feel, but I love my Beats Pro. I ain't gonna even fucking lie to you. I love my Beats. Oh, who's that? Who's got it?
Well, I mean, I've got sound. That's all I have.
All right, I got it.
Sensitive or whatever, then maybe that's not the area you should go in. He went into an area like, here I am. This is where I am on the political spectrum. Okay, well, that's not really a popular viewpoint.
They paused the live.
Oh, he's got horrible Wi-Fi. That's probably why.
Yeah, so it's N270_vet.
Yeah, he's got me blocked, so I can't pull it up on my iPad.
Yeah, they paused the live, so I
I
can't.
have a. Yeah,
That's all right.
I have a trolling account.
Oh, I'm on my troll account right now. Like I said, yeah, I
That's
got
what
like.
I'm on my computer.
I don't give a shit where I am, but you sure can't see my face in these lives though, because I turned off my active status.
What the hell?
You can turn off your face so nobody can see where you are in live.
There's only like 15 people in that live anyway.
That's what I'm saying, but it's just like, but hey man, it's all gonna be on Randy's Twisted Tea anyway, so I'm here for it.
Right, I'm not gonna worry about it.
Oh, that was my whole point. It's because I was on the T, like everything, even though if anything was even chopped and screwed, because honestly, I didn't see all the messages, right? So I don't know what was missing and what was not, to be honest with you.
Okay,
but what I did have, Oh, sorry.
No,
Go ahead,
I
go
was
ahead.
just going to say this. They saw my screen name popped up and they immediately stopped the live.
You know
Yeah.
they don't like you.
So
You're
here's
crazy.
my name. So I'm under the Black Pearl 4.0.
You guys know that you're still being watched, right?
Oh yeah. I don't care. I don't fucking care.
Girl, you know
I
I
don't
know.
care.
Think about
The whole thing
this.
is that this thing like even affected me in some way. Like for example, I don't know. Like one time I was like I was in Jared's live or whatever, and it was like a little political live or what have you, right? And like he brought me in the box, but I don't think he, because me and Randy are mutuals or whatever, and I think Randy was dunking on him as well. So he like booted me immediately. But I'm like, it's always guilty by association, I'm like,
right.
All right, Jared, fuck you too, man. I don't care. Shit, whatever.
Right? Exactly.
We ain't friends. I'm like, we ain't friends. Like, so it really doesn't matter to me, to be honest with you. I ain't trying to go around and harass nobody. I understand that no means no. Why can't everybody else understand that no means no? No means no. No means no. Shit.
Yeah. But you know what? They don't respect that because I've said a couple of times now in this live, I do not consent to being recorded. But they don't care. They're going to do it anyway.
Oh yeah, because it's a public platform. Mm-hmm. Oh, Sang Boy. He doesn't do that. Yeah, he puts it in his chat. Yeah, he puts it in his chat. But I mean, there's nothing you can do about it, dude. People are going to screen record you, and good luck taking somebody to court for that. Like, it's community guidelines. Is it? Then why is everything hooked up to YouTube and Instagram and Facebook?
Well,
then?
TikTok actually does have a rule. You can't record content from TikTok and post it to another social media website. That is actually a TikTok rule. But you know what I thought was funny? They jumped on one of my friends for hosting the 1619 project.
Because all kinds of TikTok videos are on YouTube. So why doesn't TikTok sue YouTube? That's weird. It's just so weird because all these videos are on YouTube. Like it's not just like, for example, it's not just Randy. Like, for example, Rosemary's Baby has one. I'm sure that Travis has one. Who else has got them? A lot of people do.
There's
I've
a
even
lot of
seen
people
creators.
that do.
Yeah.
And TikTok won't do anything about it until somebody raises a big fuss over it. Once somebody's going to have to raise a big stink between TikTok and YouTube.
Yeah, exactly. And nobody's got the money or time. I'm telling you guys, it's Wild West out here. It doesn't matter anyway because, like, we're all going to unalive down here. That's how it's going. Yep. Let's all hold hands together as, well, Americans and sing
Mark.
My country.
I'm going to tell you like this. Any of these right-wing fascist idiots, ain't no fucking way I'm coming to a kumbaya moment with them.
Yeah, look at this comment I got.
No, we have to because we're all going to walk to the pyre together.
Or, I don't know if y'all can see it.
What'd you say, Chris?
I got this comment last night. Your mother's biggest mistake is not by swallowing you while she had the chance.
Maybe they weren't in the right position to even make that happen. I mean, people never think about that. You got to be correctly positioned to make that happen. I'm just saying. I'm not trying to be offensive. I'm just saying.
No, you're good.
Right?
My country should be.
But I can tell you right now, ladies and gentlemen, if you don't live in reality, like if you still think that John F. Kennedy Jr. is coming back to life, there ain't gonna be no kumbaya moment.
Exactly. There's no more. Like, bro, y'all really like sat here and like watched all the seasons of Walking Dead for like the whole pandemic, World War Z, what's that other one? Z World? Fear the What? No, those are those two. But then there was another one.
There was another. I think it was called Z.
No, Z. It was called Z.
It was called Z.
No, not World War Z. Because it was the one with the actual zombie baby. Like there was a zombie baby in the first episode. Like there was a little zombie baby running around. And I was like, what the hell is going on here? The Murphy. It's the guy with the Murphy in it. The guy with the Murphy. That guy.
But what I'm saying is there's no kumbaya moment with people like that. When you ask people, do you think the election was stolen? And they say, oh, well, what happened was, nope. It's a simple yes or no question. There's no kumbaya moment with you because you do not live in reality. When you start living in reality, then we can have a conversation. Until that happens, there ain't no kumbaya moment. We're not going to sit down and break bread because you need to live in reality just like the rest of us. Plain and simple.
I think Reese's going to save the world, y'all.
What's up, Boiler? How you doing, brother? Boiler dog in the house.
I think she's going to save the world, man. She's got these Wahite women, the Wahite accomplices out here talking about why he got another one going.
Who came up with that? Who came up with that? This shit is great. Why?
Yo, Shantae did. Shantae and Jess. Amazing. And people are so perplexed. You know what I find perplexed? Why is white? Is it not perplexing? But can anybody answer that question? Why is white? And then there was a dumbass in the comments. Why is black? That's a great question. Why is black? Mm-hmm. Exactly. Why is Barney purple?
Exactly.
Happy Friday, guys. like I'm tired of talking. Like at this point, my brain cells. I've regurgitated and repeated and echo chambered all through the hills the domino effect of this anti-black caste system of white supremacy and colonization. And right now, it's time for stomping boots on grounds in panels.
Well, I heard Ben alive the other day in the streets, and when you drop down, he's like, "These people do nothing but hold a grudge, and they just want to come after someone." And I'm like, "You racist piece of garbage!" Shut up.
When did you do that? When did you do that?
No, this was you.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I think Julie's mad at me. She didn't block me though. I think she's mad at me.
Oh,
I know. He's saying that he's biracial. He's biracial. He is a veteran. He's a veteran, and he's also NY. He's also former NYPD, like retired cop. So he's stolen valor, and he impersonates a police officer.
Yep.
Dude, why are you not in jail?
Everything that streets have said he never was.
Right. And he's like, I just made too many cop friends and too many veteran friends, and then I had to, clean up. It was just too hard to keep up. I just couldn't keep up with all the lies. I'm like, bro, and then you're telling me that you're not racist? Like, you kidding me? No, this guy is younger and more dumb. At least US Marine 50, like, stand 10 toes down on it, bro. Like, win 50 L freaking streets.
Hey, Daryl, I never got to show you my new apartment.
Oh, let me see it.
All right, hold on. Let me turn the camera on. Oops, wrong way.
Let me see if I can figure this out.
You see it?
Hold on 1 second. And then, let's see where you at. There we go.
Got my wings.
No, I'm not a misogynist. Yeah, that's just weird.
So yeah, that's what is it, Charlie?
Oh my gosh, look at there's a neighbor.
No, that's my boo, and this is where I got Dad.
Shit, I thought you were fucking Swerve. I was like, holy crap, Swerve, why is your house so weird? This is like really not you being weird, okay? Because I wasn't understanding like what was going on, but yeah, it's actually weird. That's cool. Okay.
Vanity. All my makeup and stuff, and okay. So
I reiterate that I thought this was Swerve's house, and I was like, Swerve, I think your sense and taste is interesting. But this is definitely for you, Black Girl. Yes, okay, I got you. I'm with you now. Oh, toys.
Oh, okay, last one.
Yeah.
That's right. Yeah.
I was gonna go in on this man. I was gonna be like,
yep.
That is cool.
That's pretty cool.
I don't have anywhere to put my stuff. All my stuff's in a box.
No, it doesn't. But I've got some. No.
I do like the hardwood floors throughout. That's nice.
Yeah, this is all looking, yes.
So yeah, this working my shoes.
Boots.
Damn, look at my boots.
Yeah. Her shoe game a lot better than mine. I just wear slides.
Right.
Right. Like
I got my whites on. That's all I need.
I definitely don't have no white for them heels. I sure don't.
We'll see.
Oh, okay.
All right, we'll see her.
She's got places to go. That's the thing, She's dressed to impress. I go outside with no bra and a hoodie and freaking like long ass toenails, man. Sliding off the side of my shoe.
Oh, I gotta show you this real quick. You know where you get Daryl's police department?
Why does it look so?
What is this?
What kind of weird ass sundown prison were you in?
I was a restaurant. It's one of those theme restaurants. It's called Barrels. They have wonderful food. But yes, I thought
I
that
can
was
see chains. Like, shut the fuck up. Oh no, they go too hard for me. Oh my god, they serve you food in that? Stop.
I just like the fact it's called barrels.
That shit should be called Cracker Barrels.
it's kind of like Cracker Barrel, but it's like kind of steampunky, and it's got like this, early 1912 feel for it. Like they go all kinds of. It's kind of like a hard rock cafe, but it's all themed. If that makes any sense. And they have like these little booths that are made out of like cars or carousels. It's real fun.
I was thinking maybe, make sure you send a letter to the boss over there and just tell him don't put in any escape rooms, because I'm sure they'll worry. Now, this is place down here. I've never been in this guy, but I do want to go check out.
We have a place here, Spook, if you ever get the chance to travel back up here, we got a place here called 40 Deuce. And at the 40 Deuce, well, if you make the proper reservations on a Friday or Saturday night, you get, at some point, someone will come and get you from your chair, your seats. They will walk you through the kitchen, pull a special lever in the freezer as you walk through the freezer. Special lever, the doors will open, and then you get taken into a private burlesque show, like an old-fashioned speakeasy. And I'm like, okay, that's pretty fucking cool.
That is cool.
So, real quick, I made really, really good friends with Mia Moon. She is a former burlesque dancer and performer for a cruise line company. But the other thing, too, is she's also a professional mermaid. I made friends with a professional mermaid on this application. She's great.
I can't hold my breath for shit.
She's great. No, she showed me a trick. So how like some professional mermaids, they don't need to push their nose. So there's a trick. So and it sucks and it's painful, but you basically have to force water into your nose just for like 10 seconds. It hurts, it burns. But after that, there's some kind of evolutionary trick, because we all grew up in the womb, right? We're all so we are technically aquatic. That sounds ridiculous, but like just do it once and then
70% water too. Yeah.
Right. And so you do that once, and then you're able to perform without pinching your nose. That's how these mermaids are able to do it.
I'm gonna tell you like this. For all intents and purposes, I know how to breathe through my nose.
I don't.
I do. But, this.
As far as my wife is concerned, when it comes to me breathing through my nose, that's a very useful technique.
I bet it is.
Oh, I get it. I'm not weird. I'm not. Yes. No.
I'm just saying.
Look, okay, I was gonna say. No, hold on. I was gonna say. It reminds me of that trick. Remember the little uvula trick? These Gen Z girls were like, look, all you gotta do is just like do something with the uvula, and then you have no gag reflex. I was like, that shit was going viral. I was seeing it all the time. Like, everybody was doing it. Like,